to you. I can't talk to you. It was none of your fucking business to do that. It was none of your business to take that right away from anyone else. I literally could not talk to her anymore. She literally took the right from women away to have an abortion in medical need. And I was like, but now she's out of the cult and she somehow wants to help people. And I said, if you want to help people, stay out of my fucking uterus. It's none of your business. You don't get to make choices for somebody you don't know, about a situation you don't understand, and about a baby that has nothing to do with you.
Holy shit, where's your eyebrow?
How dare you take that right away from a woman? How dare you? From women, you don't get to... She tried to justify what she did. She tried to justify that she fucking took rights from women by saying, well, I'm helping a lot of women leave the cult. You know what? Fuck you. There's women out there right now that can't have abortions because of your bullshit. There's women right now who are being shamed to believe that because they are going to die, that they can't have an abortion because you and your fucking beliefs made it impossible for them to get an abortion.
Can't believe that.
Stay out of my uterus. It's none of your damn business. And don't put your faith into my body. It's my choice. And who is it your decision, like, to make? And her rationalization was, well, my child was born with a brain defect and they wanted me to abort my child, but I did fine. But she's a white woman who was privileged. She wasn't rich, but she was hobnobbing with Rick Santorum, and she's friends with the Duggars, so she's famous in her own right, so she turned it into fame. Guess what? A Hispanic woman or a woman of color or any woman of color would have not been treated the same way as this woman. She wouldn't have hung out with Rick Santorum for 7 years. They wouldn't have used their child as a
Katie? You are a white woman of privilege yourself.
And then she had her children picketing 7 and 11-year-olds, running around drawing pictures of fetuses and telling women outside of clinics that they're murdering their babies. And she wants to come in my fucking DMs and then tell me that she's going to help women come out of fundamentalist cults. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You don't get to redeem yourself that way. Well, I'm studying to be a psychologist. Well, I hope that you don't ever teach a woman about anything. Who are you? What's your right to make that decision for someone else? The nerve of her. Well, it worked out for me. My daughter's 30. Because of her fucking law. Can I tell you something? I had a friend who was pregnant with a little baby that had like trisomy, I think like 18 or 21. It was one of the very severe ones. It wasn't Down syndrome. It was the other one. And the baby literally was so incompatible with life that in the late of her second trimester, she had to have the abortion because literally the baby was not going to survive. And she had to go. She couldn't do it in her doctor's office. She had to go to a clinic where people were outside calling her a murderer. And they knew nothing about her body. They knew nothing about what she was going through. This baby inside of her was dying. Yeah, it was 18. It was 18. And they didn't find out until like she was like 22, 23 weeks pregnant. She was well into her 5th or 6th month. And she was made to feel like she was a murderer because her child in her stomach was dying. And the most humane thing they could do was terminate the pregnancy, not only for the baby, but for her health too. Because it's hard on a mother to carry a baby and a fetus that is not healthy. And this is what these laws have done. My friend wasn't a murderer. She was literally doing the right thing for her baby and for herself. And do you know how hard and humiliating that was for her? For her, in a personal decision with her doctors? And think of all of the millions of women that have to go through that every single day now. And because of that fucking legislation and because of the right wing making people feel like they are just doing these willy-nilly, it's the women that really need them that have to fight to get them because their babies are dying or because they're going to die because of the baby. Why would you want to humiliate someone who's about to go through something like that? If you take that right away from people, you're putting women at risk of going in the back alley and having it done illegally. You're not my doctor. You're not my psychologist. You're not. You don't get to take that right from people. And yeah, exactly. Jesse said anti-abortion laws never stop abortions.
%90 of abortions happen before the first trimester is over.
And that's still none of your business. And that's still none of your business. If a woman doesn't want to have a baby, she's not ready to have a baby, and she doesn't want to go through the pregnancy, it's still none of your fucking business. It's her body, and it's her choice. If she can't afford to pay for the baby, if she's not psychologically capable, if it's from circumstances that she can't handle, it's none of your business. And I will always support a woman's right to say yes or to say no.
Will always support a woman's right. Will always support a woman's right. Woman's right. Woman's right. Woman's right.
If you want to have the baby, I support you. And if you don't want to have the baby, I still support you. And that's nobody else's business. It's their right, and it's the right between them and their doctor and their family and whoever else is helping them make that decision. But they should never feel shamed or feel like they're a murderer for making that choice.
Because some babies don't need to be born. They don't.
Not all babies, like 25% of, what is it, like, I think like so many pregnancies already end up in a miscarriage as it is, which is nature's natural way of aborting babies. That's what a miscarriage is. It's a natural abortion. It's nature saying that this baby is not compatible with life, and sometimes those babies make it all the way through. Yeah, and 1 in 4 ends up in miscarriage. Thank you. And that's still devastating. But we don't shame women who have miscarriages, right? So why would we shame a woman who doesn't have a miscarriage and can't go through, or something happens and they have to? Who cares if the woman's a drug addict? If she wants to have 7 abortions, who cares? It's not my business. It's not my business. It's none of my business. It's none of my business if someone wants to have 87 abortions. It's her right.
Okay, so that's none of your business.
And
But Katie, can I just say, why is
And
other
it's her
people's
life.
beliefs, religious beliefs, your
And if you want to
your
have no
business?
babies,
You make that
you
your
don't have to have a
business
baby.
without
And
a
guess what?
crystal
You know
ball.
what? I get shamed all the time because I only have 1 kid.
My
Guess what? I only
gosh,
wanted
you
ever
do
1
not
kid.
get
I
shamed
never
for
wanted
having
more
one
than 1
child.
kid.
You feel
And I'm loving my
ashamed
1 kid.
because you never wanted to have children. Get it right. You don't understand your feelings.
No, I can't get back to the Duggars because this is what the Duggars espouse. This is why I'm so against this world. This is why I work so hard against the patriarchy and against this purity culture and against these extremists, because it's these extremists that are taking rights away from us, and they're building their fucking armies to get into our government to literally take their extreme beliefs to take our rights away, which is so
Oh
weird
my
because
goodness.
these people are so like, you can't take away my civil liberties, but they will take away the civil liberties that they don't want you to have. So you can't take away their civil liberties, so you can't take away, or you cannot take away their fucking guns. You don't even talk to them about taking away their guns.
She loves
but
swearing
if you want
now.
to take away, if they want to take away your right to have birth control, they can do that. Oh, you shouldn't have access to birth control. No, but you know what? We can have all of our assault rifles and shoot up all the schools we want because it's our right under the Constitution.
Oh. Slushing him
Amber
back.
said, I'm pro-life myself, but I've decided that I'm also pro-mind my own business. It's not my point to judge. Thank you.
Oh,
You hand out condoms. I'm glad you do.
She just
Thank you for handing out condoms.